All right, here's a little messy here. I don't care. We got to get work on the car. So I'm going to start pulling the transmission on it. We're going to finally get, I know I've been teasing the last two episodes here on YouTube that we're going to be putting the rear diff in. We're finally going to get that in. I got the correct axles from Audi's for parts, but we're going to get started on pulling the transmission. AJ should be swinging by here shortly to give me a hand, possibly even tomorrow night, but I need to get cracking on pulling this trans. I got some ideas to drop not only weight, but increase reliability and just do some cool fun mods because I will show you soon. The Audi S4 V8 rear wheel drive. I'm not lying, I am sorry. I had the camera set up, it was recording, and the battery died and I didn't see it, and we were wrestling this transmission out. So, me and AJ got the transmission pulled, got the diff out of the front of it, and what we're gonna be doing is removing the front differential, removing the front drive shaft that goes through the flywheel on these cars, building a basically air blower into the axle tube, and it'll help cool down the clutch while we're just sitting, while we're doing competition, while we're hot lapping. Here's the transmission. Axle shaft normally goes through the flywheel, through the bell housing. So we've basically eliminated that, and we're gonna be having a blower hooked up to this side of the tube and basically blowing fresh air in here, and then this lower tube will help heat get out of it. So this is the inspection hole that you can take flywheel nut off of with. So hopefully this works and keeps the clutch nice and cool. I did not film it last night, but we did weigh the front differential, axle tube, all of that stuff. It was 25.8 pounds. So we pulled 25.8 pounds out of the transmission and basically off the front end of this car. And we're gonna have a clutch cooling system built into the car. So I'm pumped, this should be awesome. I'm not gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna show you guys how we're doing it. All right, so first I got access to the OEM parts diagram. So I looked up what the part number was for the inner seal on the front differential, what the part number was for the outer seal. Then I hit up my good friends at ECS Tuning. Man, I just teased it. All right, I hit up my friends at ECS Tuning, a big sponsor of the car. They've hooked it up with a lot of parts this year. I'm really looking forward to next year. We just got done with our talks for next year, so they're definitely on board and they're gonna be helping me out. So they sent me some seals, replacement seals, just new ones, just in case I screwed up the old ones, but I ended up putting the new ones together. So went up to the local AutoZone, asked them for the freeze plug section. Of course, what's your make and model? Not gonna happen. I need just wherever they are. So they pulled them all down off the shelf for me, and lo and behold, two of them fit absolutely perfect in the seal. So if you guys can see this, the freeze plug is basically pressed into the seal, and then if you can look closely, I epoxied around it so fluid in that wouldn't get out and it would be nice and sealed. Here's this guy. Because we're removing the entire front differential, there is no need for the bearings or anything to support the front differential. What we're going to be doing is just using those seals to basically cap it off, because on the manual transmissions, unlike the double clutch transmissions, the front differential uses the same fluid and the same casing basically. There's holes inside the case, casting holes for feed and drain of the front differential. So we're going to let that continue to happen. However, those caps are just to keep residual gear oil that's sloshing around from leaking out, and especially getting anywhere near the clutch and flywheel, because that will absolutely kill a clutch for us. So I'm gonna pressure wash this thing. We're pretty much ready to go back together, and AJ's gonna stop by tonight, and we're gonna get this trans put back in the car. Hopefully maybe Haley can help me film a little bit, because we're gonna be wrestling this thing back in the car and get it ready for the next event.